Good evening, everybody. I'm early. I know I'm early. We're gonna be getting to it pretty soon. I figured, what the heck, people are coming on. I see Andy Cowley's here, Brad's here, N8PC. Brad's my go-to guy if I got issues with my All-Star note. He helped me out a lot. So let's give a few people. Yeah, I know you. Oh wait, what am I looking at here? Oh, that was me. I put that there. Okay. Yeah, some destinations can't do comments, but I'm not worried about that. So if you're joining us and you're watching and you haven't chatted and I don't know you're here, feel free to use that link I just posted and in the chat, and you could join in and I'll get you on screen too. I'm doing this. This is a little special thing I'm doing. A couple of weeks ago was the last time I did a podcast, and we had a whole bunch of people come on, and I sent them links, and they all got on here. Brad was one of them. Hey, Ray, K5, KJ5, BVP. How you doing, Roy? You want to come on, Roy? Use the link, and I'll get you on the screen with me. Everybody's welcome. I invited a whole bunch of YouTubers, including Mike, K8MRD, Jason, Ham Radio 2.0, he can't make it. I did email Josh, but Josh is out in California. He's probably still at the day job. Yeah, oh, we got more PA. Ziggy's here. Everybody's got to meet Ziggy. If you were here 2 weeks ago, we did this, and I got a bunch of people on here. Brad and Ziggy came on. ZiggyBuilds@gmail.com is his email address. Everybody say hi to Ziggy. How you doing, man?
I'm muted. There we go. I got a million things to do, so I'm gonna be mobile, as they would
we
say.
got Brad here too. Andy, come on, Andy. We want to see your face.
Hey,
Andy
Ziggy.
Cowley's in here.
Oh, there he is. Hey, man.
So, all right, Ziggy, no problem. You want to just stay muted? You can. When you're ready to talk, come on. I'm going to help
Muting
you out.
enabled.
Okay, man. We'll catch up with you later. Ziggy's a great builder of all kinds of antennas, and he's got new and exciting ways of doing it that are really old school. It reminds me of I'm also a magician, if you guys didn't know. And in magic, they say the best way to hide a secret is to write it in a book, because magicians are lazy and they won't read the book. And you find out all the really good magicians, they go digging in the old books and they find tricks that nobody's done in 100 years, and they pull it off and they blow people away.
Yeah, and I found some stuff from like over 80 years ago that we have completely forgotten about. Just because it's uncomfortable to think about, changing impedance and such.
Yep. So the cool thing is, he's got ideas and stuff that people don't even know. As he even had somebody steal one of his ideas and screwed it up, which is really classic. Brad, how you been? What have you been up to, Brad?
I actually been doing pretty good. I'm actually been working with a lot of the local hams here in town. We've been doing that mesh-tastic, and I just got set up with a little repeater. It's actually up on a 20-foot tower.
Hey, Brad, I don't think your headphone mic is working. I think you got a camera picking up your microphone.
Okay, there you go. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Yeah, but I got a lot of background noise.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and I don't know how to turn the microphone off on the.
All right, don't worry about it.
Let's see here. Hang on, let me do one thing. I know what it is. It's my air conditioner here in the background. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Oh, air conditioning. We don't need air conditioning. It's not summer.
Well, I do. I live in a tin can. So is that any better?
That's much better. Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
So all right, cool. So if anybody's got any questions about Brad, about All-Star nodes, Brad's pretty up on it. If you got questions about antennas, Ziggy's the guy to ask. And we're not going to be on the full hour today. We're probably going to end early, because in an hour, T.O. is going to be running the Coffee and Ham Radio supporter live chat. I'm going to jump in on that too. I was hoping that Mike Cade MRD will come. I sent him a link. And man, hey Ziggy, you've made it. Andy Cowley saying hi to you. I knew I arrived as a YouTuber when Andy Cowley started following me on YouTube, and I said, I'm there. I made it. So, anyhow, why is my antenna moving? My satellite antenna is rotating. You guys, Ziggy helped me out with the tower, and I got to give him credit for that. And it's tracking PO 101, or it was tracking PO 101. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to let you see what the tower looks like. If I can get this on the screen. This time of day is a problem because the direction I have the camera pointing right now at the tower, the sun is directly behind it, so I can't even get the camera to work. Let me see if I switch camera views, if it's getting better.
Can you hear me okay, Mike?
Yes, I got you, Brad.
Yeah,
I hear you loud and clear.
Turned the camera off on the microphone so we wouldn't have that one going.
Oh, okay.
But no, what I was trying to tell you earlier is a bunch of guys who's running Mesh-tastic nodes, and I just got a repeater set up on the tower there with a solar panel and everything, and it's up there in the air. I've been playing with it about 20 feet up in the air.
Yeah, I just got my Mesh-tastic device going, and here it is. Whoop. You can see it. There it is. Just a box with a solar panel. Single 18650. I got a wisp block in there, and it just lives right there.
What is that? I don't even know what it meant. I don't know what.
Oh, Brad could tell you a lot better than I could.
Nodes that have what they call the LoRa, which is a little radio system, and you don't have to be licensed to run them. You can run them without a license. They're low power. If you have an amateur radio license and they're in 900 megahertz range or higher, then you can run up to as high as 10 watts on them legally with an amateur license. Otherwise, you remain at 1 watt. It allows you to send messages
but you
back
can't,
and forth.
You can't be encrypted if you're going to run it in amateur mode.
Right. But you can. It allows you to send text messages back and forth all over without having to worry about the internet. So if the internet goes down, you can cover a wide area and still get messages out across. The range of the Mesh-tastic nodes have been clocked up to over 200 miles off of a 1 watt transmitter, especially at 915 meg. So it works out quite nicely. And they're very low cost. You can actually buy a repeater for under $30 for the repeater.
Wow. Yeah, I'm into my whole Mesh-tastic device probably, I think, like less than $30. Like that's including the solar panel, the box, and the wisp block.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
pretty interesting. I'm into my repeater node for about $50. And in my T-beam node I've got is what they call a T-beam. It actually just sits in a window right behind me. And in fact, hang on, let me reach over here and grab it. I'll show you what it looks like.
Well, you go get that. I just want to tell anybody, we got 11 people watching us right now. If you'd like to join, I just put the link. Hold on a second, Brad. I just put the link in the chat. If you would like to get on the screen with us, you can use that link and jump right in. All right. So go ahead. All right, Brad, go ahead. Tell us what you got there.
That's the T-beam.
It looks like a Pi 1.
Yep. All it is.
Pi 0.
There is no Pi. They do make a Pi hat though for it. They do have a Pi hat version, but that's the 18650 battery cell in the back, and this uses the micro SD or micro USB connection to charge it from the bottom. But that's the unit right there. That's all you need. You can take a portable with you and link up to anybody else on the mesh network, because what works is it doesn't matter who you're with or anything else. If there's a mesh network around, it's going to link into it.
All right. So what do you access that with? An HT or what?
No, you can access it with an app on your cell phone. You can have an application on your cell phone. Yeah, on an Android cell phone.
All right, I don't know. It's just another item that won't work when the zombie apocalypse starts.
Well, actually, this one works no matter what. Okay.
How is it going to get past? Well, it'll be local. It'll work.
You use an app on the phone like this. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it that way. You're going to get another. This shows you what's all going on. That's actually showing you at the top. It's showing you my repeater and where it's all linked to. And part of it is this node right here. One part of it. And allows what it does, like I said, what it allows you to do is send an app message through the phone to that unit, and I can aim that message over 200 and some miles away. and it's licensed free.
Wow.
License free.
Pretty interesting.
You don't need a license. If you have a ham license, then you can go from there. If you go to meshtastic.com, you'll see all the information in there. They even have a Discord channel on Meshtastic, so you can get all kinds of help and support and so forth. It's
Wow.
really, really fascinating in everything you can do. And it's kind of nice. It's actual backup to your internet, so that way, if you still want to communicate or everything else, you can go from there. But I just sit it over here in my window, and I get, like I said, the repeater's up 20 feet on a tower up above it, so it works out quite nicely.
That's pretty interesting. All right, we got 14 people watching us. Anybody out there that wants to join in and be part of this stream, come on. I put the link in the chat. You can just click on that link, go to StreamYard and log in, and you're in. Anybody else listen? I was gone last week. That's why we didn't do a podcast on Wednesday, because I was up in Michigan for my mom's 93rd birthday. She turned 93 last Thursday. And I said, I got to be there for that, because I don't want to miss that, because how many more birthdays she got. So it was tough saying goodbye, though, because, you don't know if something's going to happen between now and whenever, but I did promise her I'll be there on her 94th birthday. So that's the plan, at least. But
well, my grandmother passed away when she was 101.
Wow.
That was on my dad's side of the family.
My niece just had my mom's 9th great-grandchild, and her sister is about to have a baby too, and she'll have her 10th great-grandchild. So yeah, things are going good.
My lifelong goal is to live till I hit 100 years old. Then after that, I'm on borrowed time.
So I said to my mom, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. Who knows? And she said, well, you got at least 23 years if you take after me. It's like, okay, that's a good way to look at it. So yeah. But anyway, it was a blessing to get to see her. I didn't fall down the stairs this time like I did back in November, so I came home pretty good. But man, American Airlines cannot get 2 flights good in a row. They just can't do it. I'm convinced of that. You're not set up for that, Roy? Come on. You got a camera on your laptop? You could just jump right in. Come on, Roy. You're more than welcome to join us. Anybody out there watching? We got 11 people now watching. I'm going to be doing a presentation when I go to St. Augustine a week from yesterday. I'm going to the St. Augustine Amateur Radio Society, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on satellites. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm bringing a bunch of things. I'm bringing some HTs. Anybody's interested, I got a Kenwood THD72, which is a great handheld to do satellites with. I choose to use the Wouxun, but the Kenwood works also. So if you're interested, I actually have 5 satellites programmed on it already. That's all that's on it. Let me know, and we'll work out a deal. What else is going on? Yeah, the presentation I'm going to do, I'm going to show the Wouxun radio and how I program it. I'm going to bring my elk antenna with the adapter that I got from, oh God, what was the guy's name? Rob, the Digital Rancher, turned me onto this. A 3D printed handle that's much better than the PVC handle that comes with the antenna. That's what I use. I haven't figured out how to get the mounting for the tripod on there yet, but I'll get that figured out. Other than that, I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm still perfecting the tower. I'm doing little bits and pieces on it. The tower's up. I need a lot of sod in the backyard. My new neighbors, when I say new neighbors, I'm talking about the deer in my backyard had babies, a couple of babies running around, which is fun. Put a little corn out there. I got to see them today. They stopped by. So I hope they finished the corn before I watered the lawn. But that's what I'm into the satellites, man, and I've been doing a lot of satellite stuff. This new tower that Ziggy hooked me up with is fantastic, and we might make it 10 feet higher. Gotta wait till I got some money to pay a guy to clear some land for me.
You're still trying to get up over the trees?
Yeah, well, I'm actually at the top of the trees now. I want to get higher than the trees.
Right.
What's this? Greg's asking a question. Are you going to record this presentation? I believe it is being recorded right now on the live stream. I don't know if I could put it on my YouTube channel also. I'm actually streaming live on YouTube right now and live on Twitter and live on Twitch right now. I don't know. Who's that? Oh, it's Brad's dog is getting crazy. Brad's screaming at his dog. Don't hit him. We're public now. People can see.
I had the microphone shut off on the camera.
No, you had the microphone shut off, but I still heard you. Because you got to.
It's still on the camera. It's not on the headset because I turned it off on the headset.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's what it is. The camera's picking up sound, too.
Yeah, because I didn't want you to hear the dog barking in the background.
I heard it, though. I heard you yelling at him. Don't abuse your dog publicly. That would be bad.
Oh, no. See, no, I've actually talked to a lot of hams, and it's not just All-Star and Echolink and all that stuff and helping them all that. It's
Greg,
other information.
Greg, let me just tell Greg, every Wednesday at 6 we do this, Greg. 6 Eastern. And Pamela came. Hey, Pamela, how you doing? You guys, all these people showing up. Maybe I'll do a card trick for you. We'll see. I might have to leave the room and get something to do that, but Andy Callie saying hi to Pam. Thank you for coming. We got 15 people now, and I don't even have Ape on the show. Usually the only time I get a lot of people is when Ape's on here with me. So everybody loves Ape. So I'm hoping more people join in, but if they don't, hey, they're lost. We're not going to go for the full hour anyway today because we got other stuff coming up after this. What's new with me? Well, oh, there's somebody else. Hey, guess who this is?
I don't know. Who is it?
It's T.O., baby.
How's it going, guys?
Gee.
Well, good.
How you doing, T.O.? How you been?
Fantastic. It is awesome. We got the sun out here finally. It's a change in latitude.
Where are you actually right now?
Yeah, so somebody paid for that bright idea up in my sky too. So.
Yeah, I am in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin.
I just left Wisconsin last week. I was up there in Madison.
I like the time. There's storms coming your way because a buddy of mine's over in Oregon says he's got rain. So, just FYI.
Hey, Tio, I'm going to jump on the golf cart real quick. I got something to show you as far as the sun coming out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's jump on the golf cart here.
We're going for a ride at Ziggy's house. All right, we're going for a ride. The wind is blowing.
So here's my solar panels, Tio.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, his solar panel's out. Did you bury the wire yet?
The wire's been buried.
Oh. What did you need the my weed whacker
There's
for?
30 full-size... Oh, to run a trench for some feed line out to the backfield.
All right. Well, let me know when you need it. I'll come up there.
But Tio, there's 30 solar panels on Watt Trash cinder blocks right there.
How do you keep your kids off of that? That looks like an awesome playground.
Oh no, they can play on it. They can stand on it. It's fine. Like honestly, I can stand on it.
Don't show me. Don't show me. It'll break right now when you show me.
Yeah, no, they're super sturdy.
About like your internet connection.
Well, he's away from the house, so he's probably losing the Wi-Fi. Hey.
So we didn't see any of that.
No,
yeah,
sorry.
Ziggy, you froze up there.
Yeah, it was trying to go onto Wi-Fi, and I might have been just outside.
Hey Zig, I got some extenders I'll give you. Maybe you can extend your Wi-Fi back there.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, Tio, I've got 42 solar panels. I've got over 10 kilowatts of PV power available to me. I just got my my electric bill this month. It's $36, which is the solar company's minimum charge that they offer.
Wow.
Are they still giving
which
you
tells me that I have. I have a for installing solar?
Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Who's making the noise?
Hey Jim, I'm on a
Sounds like
live
Brad.
stream right now.
It's Brad.
All right, I just muted him.
I sounded like Doctor Who.
Brad, wave to me when you want me to unmute you.
I'm gonna mute you.
All right, he's waving. That means he's done.
Yeah.
All right, you're back.
Yeah, sorry
So-
about that. No,
There's my-
I remember
there's my
the
solar
government
inverter.
used to give you discounts when you put in solar power,
Nice.
especially when you could sell your excess back to the power company. I didn't know whether they were still doing that or not.
So it's power company dependent, and
This
down
is my
here
wife
in the
back here.
south,
She's also a ham.
down here in the south, we're
that's
still
Alicia.
on a
12-mile bike run. I think my legs hurt.
That's Alicia K8 IBO.
Nice to meet you.
Anyway, go ahead, Ziggy. I'm sorry.
down here in the south, we're still on a 1-to-1. We're on NEMA 1, which is a 1-to-1 credit. So everything I ever produce during the day, I can pull back out of the grid at night.
Okay. Yeah,
So
'cause I didn't know if they changed that because I know that a lot of people do what they call a grid tie system. And
Which is what I have.
Any excess energy you have, you sell back to the power company. They have to buy it back. And I was thinking that the government was saying that they were going to get rid of that. And
Well, it's not the government; it's individual power supply companies.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And
And
I
so
didn't
in
know if they'd do
California,
that
they
change or
have
not.
stepped up to NEMA 3, which is completely defeating the purpose because, if you create a kilowatt, which is, let's just say over in California, that's like 20 cents of power. In California, they'll buy that kilowatt of power from you for like 2 pennies. So it has completely, NEMA 3. So down here in the South, we're still on NEMA 1. And because I work because I have a co-op power supply company, they're not going to change. They absolutely love the fact that I am supplementing power out to my neighbors.
Are you in Florida or?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Okay, I know from what I understand, certain parts of Florida, you weren't even allowed to have solar panels in the cities. From what I understood.
I didn't hear that.
I think I might have heard something like that, but that's not true.
Yeah, I didn't. Think
because Florida actually has a state statute that prevents any one entity from preventing you as a homeowner from installing any kind of renewable energy source on your own property.
That's what I was wanting to know because, like I said, back a long time ago when I was doing a lot of research, I'm up here in Ohio, and I know we can do grid tie and everything else. And I've been wanting to set up solar panels to reduce everything, to go from there as well. But
so I did all the installation myself, which is what saved me so much money. And then plus I got like 30% of my total investment back on my taxes. Just submitted the receipts to my own installation, and I did it as a homeowner contract. Kind of. I just went on one of these websites that for $40-$60 you can have a permit package printed out, and I just submitted it to my county, and they were like, yeah, okay, whatever, man, do what you do. And then when it finally came down to it, they came out and looked at it and they go, you're the second person in the entire county to have done this themselves. And I was like, yeah, well, it's so complicated, right? 2 wires in and 2 wires out.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
So anyway, let's bring this back around to ham radio. Anybody got any projects they're working on today? T.O., what's your latest? And first of all, you're in Wisconsin. You're you're not living in the trailer because I don't think that fireplace is in your trailer.
Oh, this is a beautiful fireplace in my trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's smiling at you. No, right now I'm copying archives of video from one massive storage device to another massive storage device.
All right. I got a surprise for everybody. A good friend.
How many terabytes?
This is 8 times 2. And then I have another 8 over there, and then I have another, and another. So we're almost at 30 some terabytes.
So you're merging all this onto your new NAS?
No, so I mean, if you want to get really in the weeds on this, I decided not to do NAS because it's not easy to add additional storage without recreating the whole thing.
Right.
So you can't go from like 16 terabytes to 17. You can go from 16 to 32 with a bunch of work. So.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me a second, my electrician buddies. Look who we just joined us. The good, handsome debonair ham radio tube is here.
Oh, hey.
Mikey, how are you?
Mike.
I'm doing well. I just got to go to Walmart and get some more cat litter. And
love your videos, by the
yeah,
way, Mike.
Yeah, thank you, Brad.
Satan's got to be happy.
Well, you know,
nice
they
stuff.
like to be clean.
Nice to bump into you, Mike.
How are
So
you?
I can't really show you much, but I can show you my tower, my new tower. Let's get it on the screen. This isn't actually the tower. This is a different camera. But if you look, try to get it to go a little to the left. There's the tower right outside my back window.
Nice.
And it's now at 40 feet, and I have a ton of extra coax on everything. So Ziggy and I are going to raise it another 10 feet. As soon as I get somebody to clear out those woods in the background. When I lay this thing down now, my Yaesu rotor is right at those palmetto plants that you see at the far distance away. And we want to clear out that out so I can add another 10-foot section to the tower, which I'm excited to do, and get this thing up to about 50 feet at that point. So yeah, here's my ham shack. I got my geochron going, everything, but that tower is going to be fantastic when I get it working. And actually, it's working already. I've already done a bunch of satellite passes on it. I can get the ISS down as 4 degrees above the horizon to the south.
Jeez.
Incredible.
Hey, Mike, tell them how many sections of tower you had to choose from.
Yeah, wow. Well, Ziggy found himself with lots of free time. So whenever he drove around and he saw somebody's house with a tower that didn't have anything on it, he'd say, hey, you want to get rid of that eyesore in your backyard? And they'd be like, oh, we can't afford you. And he was like, no, I'll do it for nothing. I'll take it down. He had probably, 30 sections of tower in your backyard when I came over?
Of Roan 25, more than 150 feet of it. And then Roan 45, almost 200 feet of it.
Wow.
Why can't I get those deals in Ohio?
Well, all you got to do is find, silent keys that sold their house and the people don't want it, and they don't know how to get rid of it. So
yeah, the problem is most of them end up going through other hams, and they end up trying to get sold over the internet for money to profit the other half. And I'm like, I'm all for that, but I mean, come on. The towers I've been seeing for sale, because I've been wanting to take the tower I've got. I got a regular, what I call a TV tower, it's just a straight up tower, and I wanted to convert it to a freestanding tower, so that way I can have it up there in the air. And I'm trying to put up I would like to put up an 80-foot freestanding tower. Right. And trying to find somebody that has one, you can find them, but the problem is when you go to get them, they got such a good deal on them and everything. The problem is they're in a whole other state. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to drive to California. I'm not driving to Texas. And I'm definitely not driving to Florida. I'm sorry. Get me a little closer here.
Have Ziggy come visit you, and he'll drive around the area. When he finds it, he'll go take it down for you.
There you go.
That's not quite how it works. I get contacted from friends of the deceased, and only upon the widow's request. Like, this is not a happy subject for me at all. Like, all the tower that I have is, it's heavier than it looks, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But you're also keeping that spirit alive and moving it forward. Hey, Pamela. Yep. So I would be proud of that more than I would be sad of that if I. That's
a great way to fix that for me. Thanks to you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the way I see it. It's called paying it forward is what it's.
Yeah. So I went to a Silent Key estate sale, and I walked in. I had no idea what she had. She had no idea what she had, and I offered her. I don't know. I want to say I offered her $800, and she handed me $400 change and sent me home with 200-watt rigs.
Wow.
And I tried. I mean, I have no idea whether they work or not. I was willing to take the gamble. I was willing to take the risk, and she was just like, please, somebody take this so I don't throw it away. I'm just going to take the money you give me and donate it to charity, but I want somebody to use it. So I used it. I shared it with my audience. I sold it to a friend of mine for a really good price, and he moved it on himself. And, we just keep things moving forward and keep the spirit alive. And I think that's important.
Back in 2019, I was misdiagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and which is not a fun thing to be misdiagnosed with.
No.
And I went through 6 months of tests and all this, but that whole time I'm contemplating, what do I do with all my shit? I got so much stuff. I have a NASCAR diecast collection of about 70 or 80 cars. 10 of them are autographed. They're worth money to somebody, but my daughter's going to get $5 for each one at a garage sale and feel like she made a lot of money.
Right.
To her, it doesn't mean anything. So to me, it doesn't mean anything either. So if I kick the bucket, man, I'll just have somebody come in and sell all my stuff. I don't really worry about it, because you can't take it with you. You enjoy it while you're alive, and then whatever happens after that is up to God or whatever, however you look at it. But
oh no! I told my wife I die. I said, "You bury me with my Aircraft K4 and my 1500 watt amp. And you put up an antenna at the head of my grave site, so that way I can communicate to you from the grave."
CQ graveyards on the air.
I can see your tombstone. Brad didn't want to give up anything. Here's a Pi Star engraved.
Oh no! You don't realize this. I got a Yaesu 857 right here.
Right.
857D. Okay, with the tuner and everything. That's hers. That's automatically hers.
Right.
I can't sell that if my life
which helps.
Right. Well, I told her she can have as long as she gets the general class. That way she can operate on one of the same bands and everything that I do.
All right, Mike's here. Let me talk to Mike. I want to talk to Mike for a little while. Mike, what do you got new and exciting going on? Anything new?
Well, that thing on my workbench right there, that just came in the mail.
Is that something I have to buy?
I mean, you don't have to buy anything.
I know I don't have to, but you sell a lot of good stuff.
That is a 230 amp hour battery from Time USB. So I literally just got it like an hour ago, and I'm charging it up, and we're gonna put it through the paces.
You said it's a 230?
Yeah.
It looks like a regular 27 size. Oh, I need many.
No,
never have enough batteries.
I got my 9700 and my 7300 and my 400 that runs the node are all working off a 100 amp hour battery I put in here.
Oh, okay.
The Redudu.
That thing is massive.
Red Rodeo.
No, it's not Redudu.
You had to see his video the other day. He shows a stack of bioano batteries in that house. He can power the city with it. They're huge. They're like this freaking big. Some of them.
Nah, it's all personal. I wouldn't power the city with it. I gotta pay them every month. Those bastards.
Me first, Mike. Me first.
Yeah,
Mike. Hey, Mike, you missed out. I just told everybody what my electric bill was this month. It's $36.
Oh, jeez. And mine's not bad. It's 100 and... Oh, shoot, how much is it? Yeah, sometimes like 180.
I mean, if it's less than $150, dude, you're golden.
Yeah,
it sounds like you've got a high efficiency, house and so on. So
yeah, this place is actually fairly well insulated. So
I live in a house that is 120 years old that didn't actually belong here. It was actually moved here. It was an old army barracks, and then it was added on to 5 times over the past 80 years. So it leaks like a paper towel. Yeah. So I've got what do I have? I've got 4 tons of AC, and I think I only get to enjoy about half of a ton.
Oh wow! Now, if you go up into my attic in the summer, that's not a fun place to be. But other than that, and I keep my air at 78, so it's not too bad in here.
I got one of those thermostatically controlled fans from one side of the gable to the other up in the attic. So whenever I go into the attic up in here, it feels like a wind tunnel.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like $100 at Home Depot.
I should look into that. I don't go up in my attic.
Sweating your butt off installing it too.
Who's got a train going by?
I do. I'm not far from it.
Brad, you are like a troublemaker. We're gonna have to mute you.
I'm sorry. I can't.
People like
yelling at his dog.
I got an ambulance service not even less than 150 feet out my back door. So,
by the way, everybody, N8PC. Remember that call sign. If you need help with an all-star node, this is the man that helped me get mine on the air. I'm tied into Jason's room all the time. The 43631. I forget the number.
43136.
43136. Yeah. And so you can get me on that. I like when Jason hooks it up to nets every now and then when he does the what is it, the swap
Tuesday night we do the Absolute Tech Net. I run that, bring it into his system on Tuesday night.
Okay.
Friday night, there's an actual local net that KD5FMU has that brings the tech in on Friday night. And I'm thinking it was either Wednesday night or somewhere along that lines. There's a SWAT net that's on. I'm not sure exactly when. I had to find out.
I think that was Wednesday nights that's on tonight.
Yeah.
Probably be on. By the way, everybody, I've already put this on the Facebook group, and I mentioned it on Twitter. I have my own domain name now, ko4pdi.com. You want to find out anything about me, go to ko4pdi.com. It'll give you the link to everything I do. And Mike, you'll get a kick out of this. You'll get a kick out of this, Mike. I got my first check from Amazon. I've been an Amazon reseller since the mid-2000s, and I never made any money. I got $13 this month. I was like, whoa! But
on your way.
That's not my best affiliate. My best affiliate is EMP Shield, which probably doesn't do anything, but people want to buy it. So I make a lot of money with that. I did pretty good in February.
I'm glad you're finally admitting it now.
Well, I'm not admitting it because I don't know that it doesn't work. You're the one that said it's just a box of epoxy with wires in it.
Well, I'm just going by what I've seen personally.
Right.
Send me one. We'll open it up. We'll see what's in it.
It's $400. Let's do it.
It's $350. And it's already paid for itself, so I'm not worried about it. I mean, 1 month I made over $500 people buying that stuff.
Yeah, I want to sell them now.
Mike and Steve, you might be interested in this. slnt.com. They make Faraday bags. And here, I got 2 right here. I'll show you.
He's going to show us his sack.
I'm not going to show you my sack. This is
Its camera's not wide enough.
Right, first things first, we got to get the background removal tool shut off so you can see what the hell I'm holding up here. So I go to filters, background removal tool, pa-ding. Now you see my shack. Okay, so this is the cell phone Faraday bag right here. And it really, they feel really tight. And I got a couple of cell phones and I put one in here and I tried calling it and nothing happened. That's cool. This works. They also have, this is for a laptop. This will protect you from an EMP attack. If you have your laptop in this.
How do you fit in there? Oh.
How do you what?
You said it will protect you from an EMP attack. I said, how do you fit in that?
Oh, I don't get in it. The computer goes in here. All right, you're being funny. I like that, T.O. You're cute.
Yeah, remember, Ziggy, I told you can't tell a ham a joke.
As long as they will put a handle on it, so that way it cranks it and he pops out.
No, because you'll have to explain it.
They come different colors. You can get them in black. I think I got the camo version, so I can throw it out in the middle of the field and nobody will find it. Anyway, so that's another thing. They have an affiliate program. You can go with them. I think Jason would be interested in that too, since he does all that boondocking stuff. You know,
my only thing with all those Faraday things is like, how do you actually test it? Like, yeah, you can throw your phone in there and, you know,
Mike,
see if
I really appreciate you saying that. I really do, buddy. Thank you so much for pointing out the obvious, because they have all these certifications and I'm like, wow, how did you set off a nuke bomb somewhere? Like,
right?
No, but it'll protect you against that kind of stuff. So
there is some science behind it.
There is.
You just hope in the neighborhood at night sometime that one of your power transformers up on the pole explodes and sends out an EMP pulse.
When I worked for Verizon, there was a company up in Paramus that handled all kinds of Motorola equipment. They fixed Motorola radios and stuff like that. And in that building, they had rooms that were Faraday rooms. The complete room is surrounded by copper mesh, and nothing could get in, and they protected the electronics that way. So, I'm not a scientist. I play one on TV. I stayed at a Holiday Inn last night. What can I tell you?
Oh well,
you know.
I digress.
Hey, if some people are buying
I'm missing out.
Hey, God bless you. I would never try to rip anybody off, but hey, buyer beware. Caveat emptor. It's up to you. You don't have to spend the money on it. I don't care if you don't buy it. But I have.
Hey, Mike. Mike Ham Radio 2, Mike. Did you happen to catch this new creation that I've made recently? The 8617?
Oh, you're gonna like this one, Mike. Tell them all about it.
For those at home, why don't you explain it?
Okay, so I've got kids,
and I'm married to a nurse, and so time and money is very precious. And I've got a good friend, and he only does the CB world as far as radio. But as far as actual talk time on the air, I will never be able to surpass him. And I was complaining to him about not having enough feed line to go into my backfield way back there.
Jeez.
And he came over with a box of 75 ohm coax, and he said, "Just hook it up, dude. Like, what's your problem?" And so I did, and the entire my brain exploded. It enabled things that my antenna is technically not capable of doing because it's using the feed line as part of the antenna system. Yeah, so I've been able to, like, on a standard 49-to-1 in-fed, you can enable the entirety of 80 meters this way without a tuner. Yeah. The feed line comes in and out of network when needed.
No kidding.
Yeah, so
You said the two magic words that Mike loves: without a tuner. He loves.
Is that right?
Seeing that design.
Yeah, tuners are overrated.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I get on 80. I think I have pretty much the whole band on 80. I think
so
right towards the top it gets a little wonky, but I know my antenna's a little long, and I just can't be bothered to get on the roof and all that crap several times to.
Oh yeah, I've seen your on the roof videos. Yeah, totally.
Not a fan. I'm not a fan.
So I've got a lot of friends that are RVers, and they're also hams, and they've wanted something a little bit shorter than 136 feet long.
Yeah.
So I've tried this experiment with a fundamental 40 in-fed, and the same thing but in reverse happened. You get the double dip not on 80, but you get the double dip on 10 meters. So you get the entirety of 10 plus you get 11. And for a 66-foot wire, you also are able to tune in 12 meters and 30 meters. So I call it the 6+1 band antenna.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I haven't tried 11 meters.
It's weird.
I get everything else though. I mean, like 30 I need a tuner on, but like the internal tuner will do it no problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the 10 tennas end-fed half waves that I have, I've got every band 80 to. It doesn't like 6 meters, but I can get 160 and I think I can use the tuner on 6 meters for like the lower part of it, up to like around the FT8 portion. That's about it. But 6 meters is hardly ever open anyway, so I don't really care.
I have the 80-meter off-center fed from Palomar, and I put new wires on it, 90 feet on one side, 45 on the other, and I get 6 through 80 on that. And I just did a sweep with my 7300, and every single one of them is below 2.
He's not lying. His off-center fed is a banger.
Yeah, it works great.
I ran an off-center fed in Michigan. It worked great. It was for 40, 20, 10, and 6 is some MFJ thing, and it was awesome. I tuned it up on 160 one time.
If you didn't know it, cool. MFJ is closing down. Did anybody get that message?
Oh, I hadn't heard. No.
Yes.
Oh, are they?
I think everybody in their brother did 2 videos on that.
May 17th, he's officially closing the doors, not just on MFJ, but also the sister companies as well.
Right.
But they're still going to continue on handling until they run out of parts and everything else. They're still going to support products that are out there, the products that they're releasing till then. They're going to continue that support and everything else. But he's 80 years old, and he's been in it for 52 years.
Right.
Yeah, he used to retire.
I got
like in a positive way.
Memorize that whole thing, too, Brad. I've heard that 1,000 times. Listen, I gotta bounce this off you guys because you guys will be a good one. Steve and Mike, you might be able to expound on this. I confronted Steve Malo at Hamcation and I said, "What is this Intellitron stuff? What are you drop shipping this stuff from China? Like, did you just create? Oh no, we manufacture everything." I said, "BS." You're getting this from somewhere. And oh my God, I'm watching Jason the other day. He got a whole bunch of Intellitron stuff in. And guess what? Yep. Looks exactly the same as the MFJ stuff. Yep. So he just basically bought the rights to make the MFJ stuff.
So here's my conspiracy, right?
Yeah.
MFJ is going to continue. They are just going to continue under a different name because they are tired of the other acronym that the ham community has given to.
Right.
Actually, they're going to be working for Gigaparts, I believe.
They're going under a different acronym. They're going under ABC Company.
No, they're going under Intellitron. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
Well, a buddy of mine actually put
It's
up their
just a
thing, even though they
speculation. I'm not
go by the
saying
other
it.
name, nobody's actually downed them on the products and everything else. They just figured they'd have repercussions. I said, what we need to do is just get together and say, okay, even though you're retiring, why don't you let us run the company and take over for it and keep it in the ham community and keep it going, you know?
Right.
And then the next thing you know, like you, Mike, you said the Teletron. I watched that video today on that, and I'm like, that is awfully too damn close to MFJ.
I know
It's
that.
just
I mean,
literally
right down
too
to
close
the
to it.
font that's on the box. It's the same.
Yeah, same
thing.
font, same meters, everything, and the whole.
Just instead of MFJ, it says Intellitron.
Right. So it makes me wonder who actually has the Intellitron company.
So real quick, I'm talking with Ape. He's getting ready for his manual tuner video, and I said, "Hey man, I've got this 949F. It's got the long roller inductor. It's the big boy." And I said, "Hey man, I'm not going to use this." I was like, "Let me just ship it to you, so you can do your video or whatever." And we're kind of on the cusp, and I'm busy on the phone. I'm not paying attention, and I set this damn thing on the top of my car. And I get in my car, and I'm on the phone. I forget that it's on top of my car. I drive down the damn Highway 20. And then I finally hear ka-thunk, and I look at my rear view, and the 949 is in the air, in my rear view, flying, and it hits the ground, and I'm like, oh, shit. So I pull over, and I pick it up, and I look at it, and I'm like, it's fine. I took the lid off, and I look, and I was like, the meter was kind of, out of place, but everything was fine. It flew off the top of my car at 40 miles an hour. Went airborne and hit the pavement.
Wow.
Yeah. So I rescind everything I've ever said about MFJ products from this point forward.
She's still trying to stand on it.
That's cool. I'm jonesing to get out and do some Parks on the Air. I haven't done Parks on the Air in God, over a month. I haven't even hunted, and I got to get back out. I think I need to hunt.
Well, Mike, I think we ought to go now.
Why?
Because you haven't poded in a month.
Anyway, but I don't want to stay on too long because Tio's got a thing he's doing in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. He'll be going live.
It was just on Monday.
I'm on every day, Mike.
Hey, Mike, man, it was a pleasure bumping into you on a stream, dude. I'm super happy I got to see you, man.
Hopefully get to see you down there at the Ham Convention down there in Xenia come up here soon. Because
who's going to Xenia?
I'm hopefully planning on going down there myself because I know somebody that's going to be down there that nobody's ever seen live from down there.
Right.
Where are you guys talking about?
Ham Convention in Ohio.
In Ohio.
It's coming up May 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's a 3-day weekend.
Of May.
Get tickets. Your ticket's good for all 3 days. They open the gates at 9 a.m. for everybody. Closes down at 5 o'clock Friday and Saturday. Sunday, it's open from 9 to 1. From 12 to 1 on Sunday, they give out any prizes that are left remaining. They do not mail them out. So if you're not there to claim the prize, be there on Sunday to get it. Hopefully get a chance to win. I've seen Mike down there from Ham Radio Tube. I think it was last year or year before, along with Jason and the rest of the guys down there. Love getting together with those guys. It's just a trip.
Oh, it is the biggest. Bring some cigars if you're going.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They all like cigars.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be at the same campsite that Jason's had the last few years. So if you're getting tired, need to sit down, bring need a drink or something, a soda pop, cigar, whatever. Bring chairs.
I will get up there
everybody's
someday.
welcome.
I don't even know if I'm going to make Huntsville this year. Finances are a little tight. Had to make a couple of trips to Wisconsin, so see mom.
That's the other thing I've been trying to get down to is Huntsville.
Rude.
Yeah, but definitely, hey Brad, you got to come down for Hamcation in February. That is a great convention.
Well, I missed it this last year. I wanted to try and go and everything else, but I just didn't have the funds to do it. Hopefully, next year, if everything works, I'm going to try and get down.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I did this, and Larry, Loud Trucker, that guy.
Yeah.
He was there.
What's the LTT, right?
LTT, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Loud Talking Trucker. That's his nickname. But he was there. He's the guy that was making the brisket. He had the giant orange semi in the middle of the campground, and he has 3 cats that live with him. Mike would like that. He has 3 cats that live with him in the cab of that truck. And
I totally did not see him, and I walked around that entire damn outfield, and I must have just missed that one spot.
Yeah, well, if you walk to the bathrooms, Mike.
Mike, he had like 8 tables, dude. Like 8 tables. It was the biggest booth at the event, honestly.
And I bet it was
bathroom
all that great smell from all around. Like, where the heck is this?
All right, I might say, Mike, say something. Jump in, Mike.
Which bathrooms? Because there's the ones kind of like right in the middle when you walk out of the buildings and you kind of just go straight out.
Yeah,
he was right by there.
Right behind there. That's where he was parked.
I was behind there.
No man's land.
He was all the way at he was all the way at the fence line.
See, I never made it behind the bathrooms.
Yeah, he was all the way at the fence line.
And damn, that was good brisket. Oh my God, that's the best brisket I ever had. And then he made these baked beans with bacon. Oh my God, smoked them.
Mike Tio has to leave.
All right, Tio, you take care. Thanks for coming. I'll be on your stream in a little while.
All right.
So yeah, I'll jump over there. So guys, I don't want to go too long because Tio is starting the stuff in 10 minutes, and I don't want to step on him. But thanks everybody for coming. We had
Mike, dude, big fan.
Who's breathing heavy now into the mic?
That'd be me. That's me.
Yeah, it was you. Now it's Mike. So anyway, thanks for coming, everybody, and thanks for getting on here. Anybody you're interested in this, I do this on Wednesday nights. We don't always have it a free-for-all. Sometimes I interview one person for a while, but these guys were gracious enough to show up, and I thank you for it and supporting me and helping me build my, I don't know what I want to call it, build my world of ham radio on YouTube. And nobody better to learn from than Mike. Mike knows I've bought almost everything he's talked about on his channel. So I love the stuff. Terrible. I even have the bougie fan for Parks on the Air in the summer.
Oh, that fan's awesome.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Even though you're thanking all of us for being here, we really want to thank you because you're doing something that a lot of other people aren't doing. And I appreciate you doing. You're demonstrating to them what you can do on satellites. Not many.
Well, I'll tell you,
a lot of people go out there and see the videos of how to do it, but nobody shows them on a daily basis how you're making your antennas rotate, how you're doing this, what satellites you're on. I don't even know anymore what FM satellite birds are even up there anymore.
There's not a lot. There's not many. There's maybe 6 FM satellites working right now.
Right. And I guess they got a D-Star one up there. They've got side.
I never even tried the D-Star one, but I know the linear ones are a lot of fun. You could actually have a rag chew on a linear satellite. Yeah. Next Tuesday night, I'll be in St. Augustine. I'm doing a presentation for the St. Augustine Amateur Radio Society. So if anybody local, you want to come out and see that, come on out. I'll have my Wushan radios programmed with my Arrow 2 and my Elk antenna. That Elk antenna is the same one that Rob uses, Digital Rancher. And Mike, you would be interested in this. Rob found a way to get a new handle, so you don't have to use that giant PVC thing. It's a little handle that fits right onto the antenna. You get it 3D printed. He has the file to print it if you want to print it yourself. I found somebody online that printed it for me and sent it to me. So that worked out nice.
Well, I'm sure I'll see that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, probably when I go do the presentation, I'll film it and put it on. Yeah, I got my ham radio
Rob's thing
catalog too. It might be a what?
I'll see Rob's thing in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, he's using it now. He's using the new handle, which is pretty cool. He did a whole video on the handle and how to get it.
That's coming, guys.
Everybody got their ham radio outlet catalog today. Congratulations! I got mine too.
That's my next radio that's coming from a buddy of mine.
I don't know. How does that screen fit on the radio?
Yeah, that's actually externalized.
Oh, everybody! I can't believe when they put that picture out originally when that radio before it came out, and everybody thought that screen was actually part of the radio.
Now here's a clincher. This will blow your mind. Okay, we just got this in the thing today, in the mail. Okay. And a buddy of mine pointed this out. I was going through this, and I was looking at this new antenna.
Make it quick, Brad. We got to get off.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Hang on.
Come on.
It's quick. It's quick. It's quick. It's a new Comet HV4E. Okay. Brand new from Cushcraft. Okay.
And what is it? A Cushcraft, which is going
It's a
out
vertical. 40, 20, 15, and 10. No, they're not out of business yet. May 17th is when they close. Okay.
Right.
Brand new. You call HRO up, they don't even have the price in their system.
Wow.
This catalog was written 4 months ago.
Wow, they have completely deleted that.
Go up to Gigaparts, and you can pull it right up on Gigaparts website with no problem at all.
Right.
Well,
anyway, guys, I'm going to call it end to this, and thank you all. And Brad, what I do is what Josh told me. He said, don't do what everybody else is doing. So I don't. You're not going to see me doing
and that's what I appreciate, because a lot of people don't do that.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny. Mike said to me once, he goes, yeah, but you got to do that. I said, no, I watch you. You do it. And if I see what you do, I trust your judgment. So I'll buy it or won't buy it.
What I like about Mike's ham radio tube, and I'm going to say this out loud across the thing. The man is brutally honest about everything. And people don't like it, tough. You know, and I've watched a lot of his videos and everything. And Mike, thank you for being so darned honest. Trust me.
You're welcome.
It's true. It's true.
Would you believe some people take issue with that?
I will just believe it. Trust me. I believe it.
When I first became a ham, there was a guy in Florida who did a review of the R-Finder B1. And based on that, I bought one. And that was the biggest mistake of my life. What a piece of crap. I'm sorry. Some people here support that guy, but I'm not going to mention any name.
I don't.
But I decided, all right, I'm talking now. I decided to return it. And that's how I bought my Yaesu rotor, because they only gave me store credit. I mentioned this to the person. I said, if you gave me one of these and said, can you like run this through the paces and test it and tell me what you think? I would have done it. But I paid $1,000 for that radio. I expected it to work. It didn't work. I couldn't hit a repeater 2 miles away. So I gave up on it. However, I went to this guy that did the video and I said to him, I met him at Hamcation, and it was like second or third time I met him. I said, let me ask you a question. When you made that video, were you just telling me what the company told you, or did you actually have you used it? He goes, oh, I have one right now. I'm getting rid of it. I said, yeah, I know. Everybody that has one selling it, they don't keep it. And if you get an honest person at either HRO, Gigaparts, whatever, you will find that many of these radios come back. They all come back. So I just think it was a great idea, but even communism looks good on paper. It doesn't work in reality, and that was the sad thing. So if I do something on my videos and you disagree with me, I wholeheartedly welcome any comments or criticisms. But I'm not going to try to sell something to you just because it's something I can sell to you. You know, like EMP Shield. I think he's gonna screw me for that one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to dump you all off the screen, and now I'm going to jump over on T.O.'s stream. So thank you all. Mike, thank you for coming by.
You bet.
We'll do it again soon, and maybe we'll do a satellite thing together next time I see you.
Oh, boy.
See you, Brad.
See you, Ziggy.
Take care,
Ziggy. I
Ziggy.
want those plans for that antenna.
I'll see you, Brad, and take care, Mike. Thank you very much. Everybody that watched, God, we had 21 people. We're almost to a record. We had 26 when Ape was on with me. So thank you so much for coming, and God bless you all. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me. It's KO4 PDI 73.